Hey guys, hope you are all doing well today. So today I'm going to be talking about my researched argument paper, which was rape prevention and the actions that men can take in helping with the issue. So first of all, you might be wondering why I included the intro to Law & Order SVU. Well, if you were anything like me when I was younger, I was obsessed with the TV show. It's a really great TV show, very dramatic. Although the issues that they deal with are very real issues that everyone in our society can be more informed about. So the issue of sexual assault is sadly an issue that can affect people of all age, race, gender, background. So therefore, I think we all need to come together to fight the problem. In my paper, I decided to focus mainly on male perpetrators who target female adults. The issue does affect everyone, although I decided to just condense it a little just to focus more on ways that we can prevent those crimes. So some statistics: every 73 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted. 1 out of 6 American women has been the victim of an attempted sexual assault. So those statistics show that it is a very real issue. It is an issue that we have dealt with since the beginning of humanity, and it's an issue that is still very prevalent today. There's some ways that we can make a difference in our society. One way that we can do it is by starting with our youth, especially young men. So a lot of young girls are taught from a very young age about ways that they can protect themselves from sexual assault. The parents teach them not to go certain places, don't talk to strangers, be careful at a party, watch your drink. Although I don't think many parents are including their sons in that conversation. A lot of parents want to believe that their sons would never do anything bad and they would never hurt somebody, but that's just not the case. I think if we teach boys from a very young age that there are boundaries and there are ways that you can help your friends with sexual assault. Sometimes parents aren't the best teachers when it comes to issues like that. So there need to be programs that are implemented in schools, either whether they're elementary schools or high schools, that get professionals to teach young men about boundaries and ways that they can step up, and if they see something happening in school or at home or around them, that they can tell somebody or take action and step up for the people who are getting hurt. After high school, I think colleges really need to focus on informing college students about sexual assault prevention and boundaries. So a lot of colleges now do have really good programs that teach young men boundaries and whatnot, but I think they mainly focus on women and telling women how to protect themselves. So there definitely needs to be more of a focus on, teaching men how to treat women, offering therapy to young men who have done something or feel that they would do something. The next step would be the government. So there needs to be more government action in spreading social awareness about the issue. There is one government program now. It's called It's On Us. It was implemented by the Obama White House administration, and it's a really awesome program that focuses on teaching rape prevention tactics and getting men involved in the conversation. Although the program could use way more funding and needs to be pushed by every president, not just the president who created the organization. So there are a few different other ways that we can help with rape prevention. And that includes therapy for offenders who are already in jail or will be released back into society. But one more way that we can make a difference is by dispelling rape myths. So maybe you have a friend who is talking about how they're afraid of women, or they're afraid that a woman is going to file a false rape allegation against them. But statistically, it's proven that it's more likely that a woman who is reporting a case of sexual assault is telling the truth about that sexual assault. And the more that rape myths are pushed, the harder it is for women to go into the court system and tell their story, because people are going to oppose them and, make them repeat it and honestly just not believe them. So if we focus less on the cases that are false and more on the cases that are real, it will help both issues. Stepping up, and if you hear some guy talking about rape myths, speak up or tell somebody. And if you think that someone is at risk of committing a crime, then tell somebody. So in conclusion, there are lots of ways that we as a society can try to make a difference and get men more involved in the conversation, because it's not just on women. Of course, women do have to protect themselves, but men also need to be informed from a very young age and given therapy if they have any issues with that. So in conclusion, I hope that someday in the future, we can make changes like these, and it'll help with sexual assault in general and lowering the statistics and just making it more of a daily conversation, even though I know it is a really hard subject to talk about. So I will include a little brochure that I made on the next page. There are just a few different ways that you can just try to make a difference on a daily basis. Because we don't need to just rely on the police or professionals. I think we can all do what we can to make a change, whether that's in your own household or with your own children one day, or just with the peers and the people around you. Thank you so much for listening.